Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome back, Arizona Unplugged channel. So, among many other projects today, one thing I wanted to do and take you guys along with me is to see how much that last storm, how much water that provided us. So, I just pumped from our small tank over at the power water room. I transferred that water, about 350 gallons or so, into the tank that we're currently using over at the shop. And then I took probably about 200 gallons that was in the number 2 tank at the shop and put that into the number 1 tank. So those 2 tanks totaled about 350 gallons I transferred over. But the question I have is, how much water did the shop collect? I haven't done anything with the shop water. So I think I discussed this before. One way you can find out approximately what your water level is in your black tanks that you can't see through is just tapping on it. You can hear hollowness, and as you go down where the water level is, you'll hear the tone change. So I'll demonstrate. Hopefully you guys can hear it on here, but we'll start up here. Right about there. You can hear the difference. So not much. Right about there. That's about, I believe, about 300 gallons. On the size of these big 2,500 gallon tanks, they're marked different increments depending on the amount of gallons. So there's about 200 or 300 in this tank. So this is the east side of the shop rainwater catchment. This tank here is the west side. So let's see how much water we got on the west side. Right there. So we got about almost more than double. So we got about 400 or 500 gallons in this guy. You can actually feel it. So another way you can do this, especially on a warm sunny day, is you just run your hand down. You can feel it's kind of warm, and then it'll get really cold right here. That's the water. I could feel it. So here, plus the about 8 or 10 inches we got there. So we got about a third of a tank, and this is a 2,500 gallon tank, so that'd be what, about 750 gallons. We got about 750 gallons of water off that small storm that blew through a week and a half ago. Now we're supposed to get another storm next week, I believe at the end of next week. We're crossing our fingers, we're hoping. Last thing we want to do is have to get water from town. So far, we're doing pretty good. Sorry for blocking the camera there. So the water that I transferred into the number 1 house tank, that tank is almost full. We got well over 2,000 gallons of water in that one tank alone. And here, with these 2 tanks combined, we have, like I said, about a third of a tank. So 750 gallons or so over here. So technically, we have enough water right now to last us at least a month and a half. Maybe even more if we take it easy. But other than that, it's not bad. I was just talking maybe on these 2 tanks, we got about a third of a tank total here, about 750 gallons on these 2. So we're just kind of taking inventory of the water situation over here. By the way, somebody found out. I don't know if you can see, there you are. DEF. DEF. Diesel exhaust fluid. If it goes old or goes rancid and you can't put it in your truck, don't throw it away. I found out you can use it as fertilizer. It's actually, I believe, distilled excuse me, distilled water and what's it called, nitrogen. So it's pretty much a really cheap fertilizer. And you're supposed to dilute, do your research. You got to dilute it per, gallon, but it's an excellent fertilizer for your garden. So I'm over here. If you guys remember this project, the doghouse, I did end up getting some hinges and putting these, you probably can't see with the sun. There we go. I put some white hinges on here to kind of complement the trim. But the doggy condo, the wife's got it all set up in here, all clean. She actually took our old picnic table that is weather resistant, and she kind of used it as a porch cover here so the dogs could get in and out without tracking a bunch of water and mud inside the cabin. I said the cabin, the doggy cabin. So that project turned out well. That was a fun one. Currently in the house, just as far as project updates, I'm still doing some finished carpentry. I've never built cabinetry and cabinet doors by hand. I've always just bought them and installed them. I've never actually built them myself, so they're turning out very, very nice. The downstairs bar is 100% complete. Upstairs bar is complete. Now you might be thinking, Vaughn, you have 2 bars in your house? What are you, an alcoholic? No, not really. As a matter of fact, February is no drinking February, so no drinking this month. No big deal. Just trying to, give the liver a break. So it's all been good. It's a beautiful day, guys. I'm out here in my t-shirt. As you can see, my Led Zeppelin t-shirt. Out here is beautiful and sunny and warm. It's probably about 65 to 70 degrees right now. Just beautiful. Just beautiful. Just take a little panoramic shot here. All my dirty trucks. I had to start my van today. I haven't started it in like a month, just to make sure it still works. So there you go, guys. Water update, kind of project updates here on the homestead. If you guys have any questions, comments, concerns, keep it respectful down in the comments box. Oh, almost forgot one thing. I actually want to plan and schedule. It'll probably be like middle of next week or whatever. I want to do our first real live stream on this channel. So if you guys are interested in doing a live stream with me in about a week and a half or so, let me know. Put it down in the comments box if that's something that you might be interested in, and we'll try it out. So just beautiful day. We're gonna go on a hike right now. Actually, the boys getting dressed. We're gonna go for a little hike around the property, see if we can find some more old artifacts. If you're new here, my name is Vaughn. We live totally off-grid here in the beautiful mountains of northern Arizona. As you can see, we have no neighbors. We don't have paved roads. We don't have power lines. We don't have water pipes. We don't have gas lines. We're 100% off-grid, 100% on solar, and as of right now, still 100% on rainwater. We still have not had to ship in any water. So that's a good thing. Even though I think it's a smart idea, and we may, I don't know if you could see it. Where are you at? Yeah, way back there, I've got a big 17-foot flatbed trailer. It used to be a car hauler. I may actually put some of these IBC totes on there, get a few more, and just kind of use that as a water trailer. My truck can definitely pull it. I might do that for emergencies if we get into a drought and it's just not raining at all. Might be something to do. Right now it's just acting as a storage shed, so we'll take the tarps off. Once these 2 shop tanks I've discussed before are put down over on the ground over there, we're going to convert this into a storage room, which means all the stuff that's currently being stored in the trailer will be stored in here, and I'll have my flatbed trailer back. We actually used that to help move our stuff out here 7 months ago, something like that. And now it's just being currently used as a storage trailer. Just got a bunch of stuff in there. So as soon as this storage room is built and the tanks move down, that's all going to happen pretty quickly. Starting in March, a lot of big stuff going on. We're getting the tractor, the mini excavator over here to start terracing the gardens, because we need to get those boxes built. It's almost spring, guys. We need to get our garden boxes built. We need to get fencing in. We need to get irrigation in. I need to get this storage room built. It's pretty easy. It's already got, excuse me, I just had lunch. It's already got a roof and it's got 1 wall here, so I just got to put basically 3 walls, plywood, siding, and some shelves, and start, storing things that need to be stored. And all this area behind me, all these branches need to be chipped or burned. I haven't decided what I want to do. The problem with burning them is I need to use a lot of water just to keep the flames down. Definitely don't want to start a forest fire. Even though there is pretty wide open now, I don't think we'll have a problem, but just in case, you want to make sure you have enough defensible water. So there's a lot of stuff coming up here in March and April. between all the construction projects, we still need to get a garden in the ground. So a lot of work, guys. Stay tuned. We're gonna document all this. That's what this channel is about. Myself, 51 years old. I'm not 50 anymore. Just recently had a birthday. So myself, my wife, and our boy William, and then quite a few times a year, 3 of my teenagers come out and stay with us. We all live off-grid here in northern Arizona, beautiful northern Arizona. Today is just a spectacular day, no wind, warm. Can't wait to go hiking. Anyways, we live here off-grid. We're almost on our 8th month. Boy, time flies, doesn't it? Time flies. So 8 months here living full-time off-grid, 100% on rainwater and solar power. We may be upgrading our solar battery soon. I made a video quite a while back, about a month or two, regarding the honest truth about solar panels, off-grid solar power. And I've come to the conclusion that always go way bigger than you think you're gonna need. I thought we're just gonna need about 4,000 watts of power. I was wrong. We need at least 6, maybe even 8. To never have to run that generator again. Remember, here in Arizona, we have more sunny days out of any state in the United States. Google it, it's true. So we always have sun here, almost always. I mean, we do get our storms and our monsoons, but typically it's like this, beautiful blue sunny days where we're absorbing a lot of solar power. But one of the projects we may get to in March, maybe April, is upgrading our sealed lead acid batteries. We've got 20 of them into the, what is it called? Lithium iron, the lithium batteries. I need to figure out how many of those I'm going to need. If you're a battery company and you would like to donate some batteries, I will definitely do a great review on it and tell everybody what I think about your product in exchange for a bunch of batteries. I know that's probably not going to happen, but I'll just throw it out there. So anyways, we might be upgrading the solar batteries. I still want to increase the solar panels, but first I want to get the batteries. Everything kind of relies on the batteries. If the batteries are good and they hold a lot of power, I believe we have enough sunshine with these 4,000 watts of solar panels to keep everything charged up. But if not, panels are relatively inexpensive nowadays, but I believe about $1 a watt. Sometimes you can get it even way cheaper than that. So this year definitely want to upgrade the solar system. We're also going to invest in some more water tanks, because when those monsoons do come every year, boy, those storms fill up our tanks real quick. It's just so much water, and the way it is now, we did not catch a lot of that water because we don't have enough tanks. So right now we have over 10,000 gallons. I want to double that. I want over 20,000 gallons. I know that may seem like a lot, but when the kids are here and the in-laws are here, not to mention the gardens that we're going to have, the livestock we're going to get, all that takes water. So we need to, I think, double our system. So that's kind of the goal. And other than a lot of other projects, stay tuned, guys. Again, if you have any questions regarding anything I've talked about or just living off-grid in general, throw it down in the comments box. And if you haven't done so, consider subscribing. And keep an eye out for the announcement about the live stream. It's probably going to happen mid next week. So if that's something that you would like to be a part of, let me know in the comments box. And until then, I'll see you guys on the next one. Prep and thrive.